climate migration, I believe, is almost inevitable. The World Economic Forum, and again, suggests it could be 1.5 billion people on the move under a +3 degrees future world, which is what we're heading for. Some of those migrants will move within their own countries, of course, but many will be displaced outside their countries, and they are likely to seek refuge in countries that are safer, countries that are richer, and countries that have actually caused the problem. My own estimate there for Scotland is that we could see between 250,000 and 1.5 million climate migrants here by 2050. If you want more on that, there's some references at the end. You could see the article I wrote on that. So, to try and forestall that kind of future, developing countries need $300 billion every year to adapt to climate change. That's to put the systems and infrastructure in place that can allow people to live happily and stay within that country. So adaptation across the developing countries needs $300 billion per year. It's currently getting less than 10% of that. They also need funding for loss and damage. That's the damage that is already being done in those countries by climate change. That requires $400 billion per year. Again, less than 10% of that has been paid out in total so far, and that's $400 billion per year is needed. But just look at the total wealth that resides in private hands, $500 trillion. Puts those numbers in perspective, doesn't it? That amount of private wealth and availability for private investment dwarfs what is available for public funding. But tiny amounts of that private wealth is being mobilized, particularly for nature protection.